Adams says he wants the city council to rethink his predecessor's plan to close Rikers Island in 4 years.
But the council speaker says no way. CBS 2 political reporter Marcia Kramer is here in studio now with more on this. Marcia?
Well, Christine and Maurice, Mayor Adams says it's a simple equation. 6,200 inmates at Rikers minus 4,000 or so who can fit into the new community jails equals thousands of criminals put back on the street. But council leaders and advocates who stage an emotional rally say it's fuzzy math. They insist on saying ta-ta to the troubled lockup.
Ho, ho, hey, hey, the countdown begins today.
Passions ran high at a rally in City Hall Park to insist that Mayor Adams stick to the timetable for closing Rikers, August 2027, or as the countdown clock says, in 1,460 days. In recent days, Mayor Adams has raised questions about whether closing Rikers is the right public safety move, but advocates and elected officials are having none of that. Brooklyn Borough President Antonio Reynoso compared the Law and Order Adams to former Mayor Rudy Giuliani.
What he is doing is, one, increasing the population of Rikers Island the way Giuliani did. Increasing stop and frisk the way Giuliani did. Increasing the budget of the police department the way Giuliani did.
Council Speaker Adrian Adams, whose body would have to approve any changes to the closed Rikers law, issued a statement insisting the deadline is the deadline. The mayor needs to take steps to reduce the jail population, she said. The city must make consistent investments in pretrial services, alternatives to incarceration, and reentry services, while addressing unacceptable lengths of stay with the courts, district attorneys, and public defenders, the speaker said.
We stand here today 4 years from the deadline for closing Rikers, and we have to be honest, we are not on the path that was set out for closing Rikers Island, and we're here to organize and demand that we get back on that path.
A spokesman for the mayor insisted the administration is moving forward in building the 4 community jails that are to replace Rikers, even increasing the capacity of the planned Brooklyn lockup by more than 150 beds, given the realities of the city's jail system. But earlier this week, the mayor asked the city council to reconsider the plan.
Are we as a city willing to say that 2,000 extremely dangerous people, because we don't have enough space, we're going to turn them back onto the streets and back to the communities that they committed these crimes in the first place? I'm not ready to say that.
Well, all this comes as the city is locked in a battle to continue to run the Rikers complex, not for long or however long it stays open. Lawyers for the inmates and even the Manhattan U.S. Attorney have asked the judge to appoint an outside receiver. They're due back in court in November.